Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Modix video. Today, I will be bringing you a Viper guide to the map Split. But before we get into the actual guide, earlier this week, I released a vote on what video you want to see next, and the Viper lineups won. I would also like to point out that 98% of you aren't subscribed. And I mean, like, if just a few of you guys subscribed, then my friends would think that I'm actually cool for having a YouTube channel. So be like Nike and just do it. Okay, so now that you're subbed, let's go ahead and get into that high quality content you guys just subbed for. So the biggest problem with Viper players right now is that they don't know how to use their abilities together to push onto sites. If you can really master how to do this, then you can basically get a free spike plant every single round. And one of the best parts about learning these executes is that they can be taken down and put back up pretty freely, unlike any other agent's abilities. This makes Viper one of the best agents to push with, and with that, let's go ahead and head into how you should be attacking a site on Split. So as you guys can see, we're going to go ahead and exit our little spawn right here. We're going to take a right because that's where a site is. And the one problem with this execute is that you're not able to do it during the buy phase. You have to wait until the actual round starts. But right away, we can just head over here. We're just going to go ahead and pull out our wall. And I like to just look at the mini-map because right now lineups don't matter with the actual wall because of an update that was introduced to Valorant like a month ago, but I haven't really played since then. So we're going to go ahead and just come over here and place this wall. As you guys can see, I'm trying to cover the top of a ramps and heaven. So once we do this, go ahead and just like throw it. And now we can go ahead and pop it to show you guys exactly what it's going to look like. They cannot see over this. And they cannot see out of heaven unless they push out onto it. We're going to take care of them later. So next, we're just going to throw that wall down because we don't need it anymore. And you can finally move down this passageway over to this box right here. So we're going to have two lineups here. The first one is going to be our smoke. We're going to go ahead and look at this huge skyscraper that like some huge mechanic built. And then we're going to look at these like little rows. Is that what they're called? And anyways, we're going to come to like this corner right here. And right at this corner, we're just going to chuck this thing. We're like basketball players. We're throwing in this exact spot. And look where that's supposed to land. This is a perfect smoke because as soon as we pop it, we can see that there is actually no space in between either of these sides. So it allows you to push site pretty freely. And you do really need to control your toxins with this kind of lineup and execute. So just keep that in mind that you kind of need to go fast after you actually get all your abilities down. So our final ability is going to be our snake bite. And for this, we're just going to aim at this Christmas tree up here. It's Christmas in July, and we're just going to throw that thing. And now we have to go ahead and go quickly. You want to pop that wall first. I mistakenly did that. And this is going to push people outside of hell area. And then the only area you really have to check is right up here on rafters. And then if they push out just anywhere on rafters, it's not going to be very likely for them to push out though, because that just doesn't make much sense. And you're going to be able to see them before they can see you. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and pop that again and show you guys how this would work. So you're pushing on a site. You already cleared out here. They have to go over here. You're going to kill them. Then you're just going to push on a site. Your toxins will not run out if you go fast enough. And so now once we get on the site, we only have to really check this area right here where some players like to play. They like to play like behind this box. And then also elbow. Elbow, we already really covered with our smoke. They can't see that side of elbow along with screen. So they're most likely going to come play this angle right here. So just try to pre-fire that. It's relatively easy. You just kind of tap. It's as easy as that. And then you can get that free spike plant down. And this is the best way to push onto a site. I would definitely recommend having another teammate have the spike so that you can just kind of worry about how you want to place the abilities and go as fast as possible. Because once again, as soon as these things are up, you have to be able to push on a site so quickly so that the toxins don't run out and that you can get a free spike plant. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up A site. So now let's go ahead and rotate over to B site so that we can show you guys how to execute on that site. So we're over here in B lobby now. And just like that last execute, you're not able to do this before the buy phase ends because it's not a feature in Valorant right now. And it probably won't be coming anytime soon because that wall can just drop through barriers, then the other team's gonna know exactly what site you're planning on coming to. So there's two areas we're gonna play in order to perform this execute. One is right over here. I know that's a large area. You guys will figure out why. And then this is the panoramic view. I think that's the right word. And you're just gonna come to this box right here and just lodge yourself inside this corner. But to start, we're gonna go ahead and place this wall first. So once again, it doesn't matter where you're sitting, and you're just gonna look at this mini map. So I'm gonna move my wall so that you guys can see B site, and look at that B. You guys see anything different about it? Well, there's actually a small box where many players like to plant right to the left of it. So for this wall, we're gonna go ahead and just line up our wall through there. We're trying to also cover up to where Heaven can't see us, but we also have a trick for that if we want to move the wall a bit, so it doesn't really matter. We'll have you guys covered. So anyways, we're just gonna throw this thing, and now we're going to our second spot, this box corner right here. So now we're gonna take our smoke out. We're gonna look above these letters that I don't know, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're gonna go in between the third and fourth one, and we're gonna chuck this thing. You guys can go ahead and see it fall, and you can see that it doesn't all the way touch the ground. So before we show you exactly how that smoke's gonna look, we need to go ahead and perform a snake bite just to help us push sight even better. So for this, I just like to put my crosshair anywhere over here, and I just like to throw this thing because it's got to land somewhere, and I'm just kind of betting that it lands exactly where I want it to. And as you guys can see, it basically did. It clears out this back area, and I mean, this area is the only place left. So I mean, you just got to clear one of these, because you could make it a bit shorter and have it land right here, or you could clear out this back area. I would definitely recommend trying to make it a bit shorter and land there, but it's all up to preference. So anyways, let's show you guys how this is gonna look pushing onto B site. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this wall. As you guys can see, Heaven cannot really see you unless you back up over here. So just don't do that. Hug this wall, and then you can run. You can run. Oh, look, we have a free spike plant. Let's go ahead and plant this spike while the toxins are still low. We're gonna crouch, just go over there, and it's like I'm Houdini, they can't even see me. So now you might be asking, why did we throw that smoke then if they can just see us? Well, instead of activating that whole wall, we can isolate some players and just cover up Heaven so that if they're pushing down this rope, it's basically a one-way. We're going to be able to see their feet before they can see us, and we're just going to go ahead and just tap right there. We're going to get some kills that way. I promise. I've done it before. I'm not lying at all. So anyways, that's how you're going to push onto B site. I'm going to go ahead and dip because I don't want to die to the spike, because that would be bad. I'm trying to show you guys how I'm good at the game. So yeah, that is how you push every site in Valorant on the map Split. Hopefully this video did help you guys out, and if it did, be sure to subscribe. Remember what I said earlier, be like Nike, just do it. And that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. I hope this teaches you how to push onto sites. We're kind of disregarding mid here because you don't really need mid to push onto sites, but if you guys want me to include that in my next video, then just give me a shout in the comments. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, and we'll go ahead and see you all in the next one.